Imagine traveling from Europe to Africa or vice versa in just minutes instead of hours. Picture a world where a train journey from Madrid to Casablanca is as seamless as a ride between neighboring cities, or where a road trip from Tangier to Paris becomes a straightforward adventure. This is the dazzling promise of the Strait of Gibraltar crossing, a bold vision to connect two continents through an engineering marvel. But how close are we to making this dream come true? What challenges stand in the way? And what could this mean for the future of global connectivity? Let's find out. The Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow waterway separating Europe and Africa, has been a crucial passage for thousands of years. Known as the Pillars of Hercules in ancient times, it was considered the edge of the known world by the Greeks and Romans. Its strategic location connecting the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea made it a key route for trade, exploration, and military campaigns. Over centuries, civilizations from the Phoenicians to the Moors used the strait to establish cultural and economic ties between continents. Today, it remains one of the busiest maritime corridors, with thousands of ships passing through annually, highlighting its continued importance as a global gateway. But could the bridge actually work? Yes, a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar could work, but only with cutting-edge engineering and technology. For centuries, the idea of physically linking Europe and Africa has captured imaginations, but it wasn't until the 20th century that it became a serious topic of discussion. Over the years, various designs and proposals have been put forward to make this ambitious connection a reality. One of the most fascinating concepts came from Professor T.Y. Lin, who envisioned a massive bridge stretching between Point Oliveros in Spain and Point Sayers in Morocco. This design included deep piers, 3,000-foot towers, and a mind-blowing 16,000-foot central span, more than double the length of the world's longest bridge span today. The total length of this bridge would have been 9 miles, and according to OPAC, the estimated cost was over $15 billion. While impressive, this idea never moved beyond the drawing board. Another creative proposal came in 2004 from architect Eugene Sui. He suggested building a floating and submerged bridge that would connect to a 3-mile-wide floating island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. This futuristic design certainly sparked curiosity but remained purely conceptual. Tunnels have also been a popular idea. Spain first proposed building a tunnel under the Strait of Gibraltar back in 1930. However, engineers quickly hit a major roadblock, literally. The rock beneath the strait was so hard that tunneling with the technology available at the time was impossible. One alternative solution involved creating a prefabricated concrete tunnel that would be anchored to the seabed using cables. This tunnel would accommodate both cars and trains, offering a practical approach if it ever came to fruition. So how's the progress on the Strait of Gibraltar crossing project coming along? The idea for this project goes way back to 1979 when the kings of Spain and Morocco signed the common Hispanic-Moroccan Declaration of Fez. This agreement set the stage for exploring ways to link the two countries. By 1981, Spain had established SECEGSA, a government-backed organization tasked with studying and promoting the crossing. Fast forward to December 2003, Spain and Morocco decided to investigate building an underwater rail tunnel. The proposed tunnel would stretch between Cape Malabata near Tangier and Punta Paloma in Spain, about 40 kilometers west of Gibraltar. In 2006, Swiss engineering firm Lombardi Engineering Ltd was brought on board to design the tunnel. However, this project isn't without its challenges. Unlike the Channel Tunnel between France and Britain, this crossing faces deeper waters and tricky geological conditions. The strait is home to an active fault line, the Azores-Gibraltar Transform Fault, and has experienced severe earthquakes in the past. Additionally, deep clay channels in the seabed make construction even more complicated. By 2007, no official cost estimates have been released, but projections suggested it could exceed $5.2 billion. Unsurprisingly, concerns about feasibility slowed progress for years. But here's the exciting part. After a high-level meeting in February 2023, Spain and Morocco decided to revive the project. Construction is now planned to begin in 2030. To get things rolling, the Spanish government announced $2.4 million in funding this June for a joint Spanish-Moroccan committee to handle the design and planning phases. The tunnel would link Spain's high-speed rail network with Morocco's Al Borak line, which runs from Casablanca to Tangier and happens to be Africa's first high-speed train system. It's clear this project is still in its early stages, but if successful, it could become a game-changer for travel and trade between Europe and Africa. Now, what would the Strait of Gibraltar crossing look like? The idea of a crossing between Europe and Africa at the Strait of Gibraltar has been a hot topic for years. While no final design has been approved yet, there are plenty of exciting proposals that paint a picture of what this ambitious project might look like. The bridge deck would likely include multiple lanes for vehicles and possibly even a rail line, allowing for both road and rail transport between Spain and Morocco. Advanced safety features and ventilation systems would be essential to ensure smooth and secure journeys for passengers and vehicles alike. Construction is estimated to take around 15 years. An earlier plan suggested building the tunnel at the narrowest part of the strait, but that idea was scrapped since it would have required digging 3,000 feet below sea level, which is far deeper than current undersea tunnels. For comparison, Norway's Ryfylke Tunnel, the deepest undersea tunnel today, lies 955 feet below sea level. Another deeper tunnel, the Rogfast in Norway, is under construction and will reach 1,286 feet. Terminals similar to those at the Channel Tunnel might also be needed for loading and unloading vehicles, because let's face it, no one wants to be stuck in traffic 300 meters below sea level. So will it be a sky-high bridge or an underwater expressway? Only time, and possibly a few $1 billion, will tell. One thing's for sure, if this project ever gets off the ground or under the sea, it'll be an engineering feat for the ages. Until then, we'll keep dreaming of the day we can casually say, "Oh, I just drove from Europe to Africa." Let's know what you think about this project in the comments section.